Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Los Arnantos here, coming live. This is episode 15 of Road to 2000 ELO in chess, and let's just hop right in. Admittingly, these last few days, I haven't been able to play any puzzles or do any studies, so my openings are still iffy. So let's play London, of course. I did watch a really good video today, only half of it, going over tactics and how to improve tactics, not so much through puzzles, but through pattern recognition. And maybe I'll go and link that video for you guys. It was very informative. I really enjoyed it. And the person making the video actually uses Anki, which is basically a flashcard program, in order to memorize different puzzles. And I'm not the biggest fan of memorizing things in chess, maybe opening lines, and that's about it. However, he made some really good points as he was making his video. He showed the audience a few different puzzles, and then he would explain what the solution was, and then eventually he gave us one for us to solve on our own, and it was really easy just because it was so similar to the previous puzzles that he had told us about. So it was, I mean, at least to me, it was evidence that it worked. I thought it was kind of cool. Okay, so he's starting to push a lot with his pawns, which is actually a pretty good strategy for the London system, just because it's such, it's such a concrete organization of your different pieces. It's great to just try and break it up right away by just pushing with pawns. So good for him for knowing how to get past that. I don't want to open up my king too much here. So he's breaking up my London system, which is a good way to do it. Usually if my opponent plays the London, that's basically what I'll do, is I'll just immediately push pawns and break the structure wide open. Okay, interesting. So he comes here. Perhaps take. If I were to go here, would I have enough pieces to cover this? Take, go here. No, I would not. Okay. So let's just go and leave him for now and continue our development. I don't want to do that because then I would be forking my two pieces. So let's move this knight instead. Yeah, because then he would just push here. That would be... So let's prepare for his push first by placing our knight. Okay, now we could go ahead and play this. And if we aren't sure what to do, we can go ahead and just castle. Have a solid defense. I do still have an opening for check on the queen side of the board. So if he were to take, I could do that and then take a pawn, but that would only be a pawn, and my queen would be wide out in the open, so maybe that wouldn't quite be worth it. But we'll see. I could be ready for that to happen. This guy is 1183. Played quite a few games, 1700. So let's see if he moves this queen, and then maybe I'll do that if he were to take. Okay, he pushes this pawn instead, perhaps preparing to push this pawn. So let's go move one of these guys. Probably move my bishop. Go for a trade, but then you could take with this queen and stop me from castling. Maybe I should just take. Then I'd be in check. Take. Takes with his pawn. Okay, let's go ahead and take. Because he can't take with this queen, because I have my knight. Okay, threatens my bishop. So I definitely have to move my bishop now. But he's going to a dangerous spot. Where should I move my bishop? I'm thinking here. Cover this square and this square. Now he's not able to take, or else I'll be able to take back. This queen is being blocked at the moment. Probably won't be like that for long, though. And I should castle and then bring both rooks into the game, because there's a wide open file right here and both of our kings are still on it. Yeah, so his knight is pretty ineffective at the moment. Same thing with his queen. His queen is kind of locked in this spot. Not many places to go. Okay, so he stops me from castling. Suppose I can just take. It's another free pawn for the moment. While I can't castle right now. Oh, well, there's this pawn. Those the problem. Maybe go here, and then next turn I'll take. Or should I take? He takes here. And then I push. Then he could just take with a knight. Let's go and move this first. Just to make sure that he doesn't catch any weaknesses, any pawns I leave hanging. And then we'll go ahead and take this pawn next turn. Take. Then I wish I had a rook on the d file to protect the pawn up, but that's not going to happen. So take. He can't take back. I wonder if he's just going to move his queen again. I could move this pawn here. Have a small pawn chain on the queen side. That could come in handy for the endgame later. Okay, so he offers a trade. I am in check. So I have to do something, and I still can't castle. What's his plan, though? I don't see a better option. Could go here, but then I won't be able to take. Okay. I think I can just move this pawn up for now. All my pieces are pretty well covered. I would like to castle at some point, but he is just blocking that from happening, so maybe I should offer a queen trade. Can't do it here, though, or else my king would be moving. Suppose I could go here. He takes, and I take with my rook and castle the next turn. Okay, he starts pushing for an attack. gonna work together with this queen. I gotta be careful here. If you were to go here, I could take. If you were to go here, I could take. If you were to go here, I could take. Let's offer the queen trade. Just be careful about these two working together, but I do have a pretty solid defense at the moment because of these two knights. Maybe he's trying to go for this pawn. That would actually work for him because he takes, I take, and then he could take me. Take, 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 take. So I could always do that. So he's considering the queen trade at the moment. He declines. I'm thinking we should castle. I can do this now. Should I castle or should I take the free pawn? Is he threatening anything? He is not at the moment. I would really like to castle, but I think I'm gonna wait one more turn. Hopefully I don't eat my words. Hopefully I don't come to regret that, but I think we're gonna wait just one more turn to castle. I mean, I'm just seeing free pawns left and right, but never mind, that's not a free pawn. He got his bishop right here. I wonder if there's some way. I am protecting this pawn at the moment. Yeah, so he just blocks me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and castle before I'm tempted to do anything else. Knights are covering each other. Nice pawn chain. Great defense. I think I have a solid position at the moment. Now let's see if we can do something tricky with this pawn and my bishop or queen. I would really like to do something here. If I were to go here, and this is going to take a moment, guys, so I'm going to take up some time, but I want to make sure I don't miss something that would really help me out. So if I were to go here, he'd be in check. He can't go here. Maybe he goes here. I can't move up here because of this guy. What if I were to use my queen, though? So I go here, he moves, I would assume here, or here. I move here, he moves here, I move here and take. He's in check. I move here and take, he's in check. He has to move back. I think it sounds like a pretty solid defense. Now, what if he decides to go here instead, though? I mean, I'm not going to be able to put him in check. We're going to go ahead and try it. He can't block, or else I'd just take him. So I'm thinking he's going to go here. That's my hope. Okay, he does. Make sure that there's no dangerous guys looking at me here. Okay, so we're in a good situation. We just need to well, basically not blow it. Now what, though? Move here? Don't want to just go back and forth. He's got these two bishops guarding his king. I could go here, put him in check, and then take this knight. That's what I'm thinking is the best thing to do. Actually, I could just take it now. Okay, I don't want to take up too much time. Let's leave him where he's at and take this knight. Okay. Should I take with the queen or my knight? So I'm thinking the knight would be better here. I really want to work together these three pieces to get hopefully a checkmate. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if I can at this moment, but I am in a very good position. Okay, what would be the purpose of that? Take, take, take. Okay. So I need to cover this pawn. I'm thinking I'll have to do it with my queen. Can offer the trade. Go here, take, take. I am up by 6. Just a lot of decisions here. If I go here, he'll most likely just block. Let's offer the queen trade. He might be boxed in. He might have to take it. I guess he could go here. No, he does have an escape. Okay. Okay, we are running low on time, so we're going to have to start playing a little more quickly. Take, 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 take. Maybe it's time to double up on my rooks. Could go here. I just don't see what that's going to do other than giving up this pawn. Let's start pushing forward. Oh, I just blocked my pawn though. Why did I put him there? That was a mistake. Okay. We can still salvage this though. Let's move here. Threatening his queen. Yeah, that was dumb. I just put it right in front of my bishop. It's probably a mistake or blunder. Probably a mistake. I mean, it didn't make a huge difference, but I did lose my important pawn that I was kind of counting on. Take, take, take. I think I'm still in a pretty solid position at the moment. Got my knight covering my rook. Take, take, take. Take, yeah, let's go ahead and offer the queen trade. We're up by quite a bit. Try to trade off some pieces. I am still blocked in my king back here, though, so I will have to be careful about that. I'll probably move one of these guys up at some point. Okay, I'll simply move this guy back. Create an escape square. Then I'll go for the trade. This is a good spot, too. I could put him in check. Things are looking very good, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take the trade and put him in check. Oh, it takes with that. Yeah. Yeah, so you gotta watch out for that one move. Which is why I'm gonna be moving this pawn. Oh, I should have done this pawn. Don't want to do any major blunders, of course. Go here and he takes. That's not going to do anything. So let's just move back. Let's move here. I am low on time, but it would be very difficult for me to blunder this entire game. Right? In fact, what I should do is I should just bring my rook back, cover this pawn, and just push him. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Push, push. He takes. So I'll need to create a passed pawn. I mean, I have so many pieces on the board, though. I feel like I don't need to create a queen. But I mean, if you want to go the safer route, then that's what we're going to have to do. Let's see. Go here. He takes. I take. If he doesn't do anything, I am going to have to make a move somehow. There we go. That's a good spot. He would have to sacrifice his rook in order to get rid of my bishop. I don't feel like I'm doing the best in this endgame, but again, I always just try to play it safe. Because time is short. You know, I'm so far ahead. My only goal at this point is to not make some major blunder, right? Bingo. The opportunity we were waiting for him. Is he trying to do a draw? I'm not sure. Whatever he's doing, I'm not going to let him do it. I mean, if you just keep putting him in check, you really don't have to worry about something horrendous happening, like accidentally getting a draw. In fact, that should be game right there. There we go. Again, sorry guys that the end game just took so long, but it's I've had too many draws in my life. Give it a second to analyze, and while it does, I want to let you guys know about my sponsor for today, Skittles. Skittles.com, taste the rainbow. Go check them out. Whoa! Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. They're excellent candy. Excellent candy. Okay, so a lot of inaccuracies, a lot of mistakes, like towards the end, especially. But overall, 91% accuracy. I did feel pretty good about that game. So let's analyze. I was in the lead the whole time, so that feels good. Okay, he makes kind of a weird opening. I go with the London. I'm assuming I could have won a free pawn here. So I go here. He's in check. Take, take, take. Nope. Take, take, take. Ooh. So, interesting. So, because he allowed me to put him in check at this moment, I could have gone here. And I guess there's no really good moves for him because Stockfish said to push this. I would sacrifice my bishop and then take his rook. That's interesting. I don't really blame myself for not seeing that, though, because you put your queen here and... I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like there'd be something else he could do besides block with his pawn. But that's a good point, though. You should look out for stuff like that when your opponent is playing a very strange opening. Take. He's in check again. He has to take. I take. Ooh. Well, no, it said not to do that. So I would take his rook. Interesting. I mean, you could look out for stuff like that when your opponent plays something kind of strange. I didn't catch it. Continued to develop my pieces. He did push with the pawn, so we made a trade. How badly am I lagging here? Can I turn this off and still have my analysis? Yes, I can. Hopefully that helps with the lag. Okay, so he pushes not into the best position just because he's kind of blocking his own queen off. I continue developing. And then he pushes a pawn, and that allows me to gain a pawn. Okay, so we're up by a piece. We have a much better position than he does. Things are looking good. It looks like I should have taken this pawn earlier. I do it eventually. I think first I wanted to castle. So he's trying to stop me from castling. Says he should be going for my pawn. Listen, guys, pawns may not seem that important, but when they are this far up the board and they're protected by, you know, a bishop, potentially a queen or a rook, then they can cause a lot of damage because, you know, you're starting to get into the 6s and the 7s. They're going to have to do whatever it takes to make sure that you do not become a queen, or else that's game over. Okay, so I offered a queen trade. He declined. I was able to take that pawn, get a really good position on him. And this is where I went in for the attack. So looking at the bar, it doesn't look like there was a guaranteed checkmate. I was hoping that there was, that maybe I just wasn't checking, or that I wasn't catching, but it did give me a significant advantage, though. That's because I was able to take his knight. And after that, it was just trading pieces, and things turned out really well. I thought that this was a big mistake. Oh, you know what? I do have a checkmate here. Let's find out how to get that. So he moves here. I move here. He has to go one of these two spots. Let's say he goes here. Maybe I go here. And then he moves here instead, and then I go here. That would be a checkmate. So I did have a forced checkmate at one point. It was kind of on a random move when he moved his queen away, but it was there. Oh, looks like I could have done it here too. Yeah, so I could have gone for it, actually, and that would have been a forced checkmate. What if he moved here instead? Go here. He moves back. Go here. He has to move here. And then here. Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like I did have the opportunity for a forced checkmate for at least a few turns here. I did not take it. I was thinking about it. I was like, hey, I could put him in check. But I did not go for it. Which is okay. I mean, I just wanted to be sure before I moved any of my pieces around too harshly. So I offered another queen trade. He declined, pushed my pieces up. I thought that this was a really big mistake because I was blocking myself off. Looking at the bar, it doesn't really make that much of a difference, though. I was able to force the queen trade, and then trade off some rooks. I'm now up by a knight and a bishop, as well as I think a couple pawns. Kind of dilly-dally around and make sure that he doesn't take any of my pieces. And I'm able to push the pawn. I do fork him here, allowing me to take the rook. Then I make a queen and just check, 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 all the way into a checkmate. So overall, pretty solid game, guys. 91% accuracy. There were a lot of inaccuracies and mistakes. I don't feel like any of them were too major. I mean, no blunders. If I have a game with no blunders, then I kind of call that a success, you know. But overall, 91%. I'm happy with that. We've been doing very well this last week. I'm quite proud of myself. We are now at 1268, getting very close to my peak, and I'm loving the slope that this is going up at. Things are looking great. So I think I'll call it there, just because although it was one game, it was pretty long. Actually, you know what? Let's do some puzzles for you guys really quick. Maybe we'll just do one or two. Or you guys could watch me learn some openings. What would you guys like? Go ahead and say in the comments what you want to see. Am I able to learn openings here? I don't see any. It's under study, maybe. Okay, let's just go ahead and let's do a puzzle streak this time. Well, no, because I take forever at puzzle streaks. You know what? I think I am going to call it there. It's pretty late at night. And I want to come out of this ahead. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share, favorite, donate. What else am I missing? Yeah, all that fun stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you guys next time on our chess journey to 2000, which we are making great progress on. All right, guys. I'll see you.